Hello, my name is Thayne and I like to experiment with all kinds of AI technologies. But mostly I like to explore the latest versions of Midjourney. For this video I decided to look at all kinds of different textures and materials that things could be made of. I wanted to see what Midjourney comes up with when these words are used in combination with objects that usually are not textured or made of materials like that. For this purpose I have selected 3 words to prompt in combination with different texture words. The words I have selected were apple, doll, and car. And here you can also see what they look like on their own without any additional words in the prompt. You can see all of the prompts along with all the results I got, so if you wanted to, you could replicate the same results. So if you use the exact same prompt, aspect ratio, seed number and version while on fast mode, you should be able to generate the exact same images as I have. But probably you will want to combine them with your own prompts and words and whatever else you want to do, it's up to you. In that case, feel free to ignore the --seed number, because it is there for comparison reasons. It is easier to compare how the different words alter the outcome if the only thing that changes in the prompt is the texture word. Alright, let's see some textures then, possibly some materials or just adjectives. Barky. Rough and textured like tree bark. Basketweave. Interwoven pattern resembling a woven basket. Beaded. Covered with small spherical decorations. Bubble wrap. Plastic material with air-filled bubbles, used for cushioning. Burlap. Coarse, woven fabric often made from jute fibers. Cast iron. Smooth, solid metal with a distinctive weight. Chalkboard. Smooth surface for writing with chalk. Charred. Burnt and blackened, showing signs of fire damage. Chiseled stone. Rough hewn with carved or chipped details. Corded fabric. Textile with raised, twisted cords or ridges. Corduroy. Fabric with vertical ribbed texture. Cork. Lightweight and porous material from cork oak bark. Corrugated. Surface with parallel ridges and grooves. Cracked ice. Jagged cracks resembling ice formations. Crimped. Material with small, regular folds or bends. Crinkled. Wrinkled with uneven surface folds. Crocheted. Created with a technique using hooked needle. Crystal. Smooth, faceted surface often found in minerals. Curved. Bent or arched in a smooth, flowing manner. Digital pixelation. Image or texture with visible pixel blocks. Distressed denim. Worn and faded denim material. Dotted. covered with small, round spots or marks. Driftwood, smooth wood worn by water and weather. Embossed leather, leather with raised, stamped designs. Embroidered, decorated with thread or yarn stitching. Etched glass, glass with decorative patterns created by etching. Faux fur, synthetic material resembling animal fur. Felted, material made by pressing fibers together. Fishnet, open, mesh-like pattern resembling a fisherman's net. Fluffy, soft and light with a full appearance. Fringe, textile edge with hanging, decorative threads. Frosted, covered with a fine, frost-like coating. Fuzzy, covered in fine, soft hairs or fibers. Geometric tiles, tiles arranged in a pattern of shapes. Gingham, checked pattern, often seen in textiles. Glazed ceramic, ceramic material with a shiny finish. Glittering, sparkling and reflecting light. Glossy, smooth and shiny surface. Grainy, texture resembling the granules of a substance. Gritty, coarse and slightly rough to the touch. Hairy, covered in strands or filaments. Hammered brass, brass with dimples or hammered texture. Hammered metal, metal with a textured surface from hammering. Holographic, shifting colors or images that change with angles. Honeycomb, hexagonal pattern resembling a beehive. Iridescent, displaying changing colors depending on viewing angle. Knitted, created by intertwining yarn with needles. Knurled, surface with a pattern of small ridges. Lattice, interwoven pattern resembling a lattice structure. Leather, smooth yet textured material from animal hides. Marbleized, surface with swirling patterns resembling marble. Mesh, Open, interconnected network of fibers or material. Metallic, shiny surface resembling metal. Mossy, covered in patches of soft, green moss. Ostrich skin, leather with distinctive bumps from ostrich hide. Painted wood, wood with a layer of paint. Palm bark, textured covering from palm tree trunks. Parchment paper, thin and slightly textured paper. Pebble-Dashed, surface with small stones embedded. Perforated metal, metal with holes or perforations. Pitted metal, metal with small, pockmarked indentations. Pleated, material with folds that run in the same direction. Plush, soft, thick fabric with a luxurious feel. Plush velvet, velvet fabric with a soft, raised surface. Pocked concrete, concrete with irregular holes or indentations. Polished, smooth and shiny from polishing. Polished stone, stone smooth to a high shine. Porcelain, smooth, delicate ceramic material. Porous, having many small openings or spaces. Prickly, covered with sharp or pointed projections. Pristine glass, clear, unblemished glass surface. Pumice, lightweight and porous volcanic rock. Quilted fabric, stitched with a decorative quilt pattern. Raffia, textured fiber from palm leaves. Ribbed, having raised lines or ridges. Rippled, surface with gentle, undulating waves. Ruffled, gathered into frills or folds. Satin, smooth and glossy fabric with a shiny surface. Seersucker, fabric with alternating puckered and smooth stripes. Shaggy, long, loose fibers creating a textured appearance. Slab concrete, large, solid pieces of concrete. Slimy, Wet and slippery, with a slimy feel. Sparkling. Shining and emitting small flashes of light. Spongy. Soft and compressible, like a sponge. Steel mesh. Mesh made from steel material. Striated. Surface with thin, parallel lines or stripes. Stringy. Made up of thin, thread-like strands. Striped. Covered with straight, parallel lines. Studded leather. Leather with embedded studs or decorations. Textured linen. Linen fabric with a textured surface. Tiled. Covered with square or rectangular tiles. Transparent. Clear and see-through. Tufted. Raised, soft clusters often seen in fabric or carpets. Waffle knit. Knit fabric with a waffle-like texture. Wavy glass. Glass with a rippling, undulating surface. Weathered wood. Wood aged and worn by the elements. Webbed. Interconnected with a network of threads. Wicker. Material woven from natural fibers. Woolen. Made from wool fibers, often with a fuzzy texture. Zigzagged. Having a pattern of sharp, diagonal turns. Alright, so here were the 100 materials or textures I thought produced interesting results that could be applied to other things as well. It is definitely not an exhaustive list. I tried out so many more that either didn't work at all or didn't produce interesting results. And obviously there is plenty more materials and textures that simply did not end up in this video. The possibilities are endless and it's impossible to cover everything in a single video. Overall, my observations were that using words for texture or materials tend to produce more photorealistic images instead of different art styles. It could also be the fact that these are real-life objects and not abstract concepts, so they will be interpreted that way to the outcome images. But combining texture or material words do produce some fun and wacky things that you rarely or never encounter. Do let me know in the comments below which were your favorite textures or materials that you were inspired by or what you want to experiment yourself in the future. And do consider subscribing to my channel if you like this kind of content. Thank you for watching and let's continue prompting.